winning, and the threes game is already going to be difficult. All right, I guess you got to go quick.
Yeah, well, I'll go OpTic as well. Probably 3-1. I think the Ground Zero can take the threes, and it could be right here in game one as we're kicking it off, and AJ has just said no thank you. It's been 6 seconds. We're trying to pump up our region, but AJ off the ceiling, around 5, it delays the flip. Oh, it's trouble early.
Yeah, that was very quick. This happens an awful lot for us over on this stream, is that we get the early kickoff goals. And it's like the third one. We've only casted 6 matches.
We had a 16-second, a 17-second yesterday, and now we get a 6-second today. So certainly, I'm not sure what's going on with us. We certainly cast a lot of sweeps.
We do. I think we've casted 1 non-sweep now in our entire casting careers together. We've casted 6 matches, and one of them wasn't a sweep.
It's not great. It's not a great record, but in the interest of everyone's time, I'm sure everyone else loves it. Certainly not if you're the losing team, as Ground Zero have an early deficit here. They've got to get back onto it.
Yes, and there's an awful lot of Rocket League to be played today. 10 matches over on this stream, 10 matches over on the A stream, and left for the shot. Love that call. And Rettles just pops into the corner.
Well, what was Kaka doing here? He's almost too scared to jump up at that backboard and just invited the offense through. AJ with a great fake as well for Rettles. It's great play from OpTic, but honestly, yeah, Ground Zero just letting them attack, which is, you know, we need to see some more confidence from the boys.
Oh, is that another? Oh, dear. This is the last time I hype up your region.
Rettles with a fantastic shot. Give him credit off the kickoff. It was almost saved out by Fiverr, but oh man, honest.
Can we get another stream that is just CJ's camera during these kind of matches? Oh.
I have my hands in my head for the last minute, and it's just not. It's not improving. As Fiverr will be able to get the extra touch. That's a nice little delay. He's got no boost. Hands it off to Kaka. Takes it low, awkward bump, Super Locky's not there. Wasn't the best clear coming out, but OpTic just looking so comfortable. That's another open net.
This game's done. They're not. I mean, we saw 1 4-goal comeback at Worlds, and that was off quite a high-level amount of bottling. I don't think OpTic Gaming have got that in them at the moment. This is brutality.
Fantastic pass from Magic Bear though, so I mean, I know we're sort of, the story is can OCE show anything, but OpTic are certainly playing well so far. It's Rettles again, another low 50. AJ
back to the ceiling.
Off the ceiling again, double resets, almost. Oh, they're on right now, OpTic. This is absolute danger signs for Ground Zero, not only for game 1 but for the whole series.
It does look like AJ is playing with something to prove today. Those 2-1 losses have certainly ignited the fire. Rettles again tries to get the pass over. AJ shut down by Super Lucky. Now over to the wall. Magic Bear on the challenge. I mean, Ground Zero have not even seen the orange side of the field yet. And the ball has barely been over. Might finally... Hey, okay, it's off the back pass.
OpTic just so fast though. I mean, Rettles could have scored again there. It went wide. They almost followed it up. They can get bumps, get demos, and even when Ground Zero do get it clear, it's OpTic Gaming, the first ones to be back. Here's a great chance. Kaka just didn't quite get the power. Magic Bear, no boost. With the best chance for Ground Zero to perhaps wrestle some momentum back. Great bump. Super Lucky does take the 50 and get space. He's going off the corner. Kaka pre-jumps, flip reset, needs to land, needs to get something on it. AJ finds the ball.
AJ's just going to guide it. Dare anyone to challenge him? I can go even further. The good news for Ground Zero is that they have stopped the bleeding. The bad news is they're 4 goals down with 2 minutes left. That's pretty bad news.
Terrible news, and it started from that 6 seconds.
I mean, I could try and find... I need, you know, usually as a compliment sandwich, I'm looking for the second slice of bread.
Not quite. I don't think they've got the loaf at all. they need to go to the bakery and find something because
much like this bread, CJ is molding.
I'm flat as a tack, but I mean, OpTic have been super impressive. They would consider themselves heavy favourites for this one. Another demo coming through. Is that going to be open there for AJ? No, tries to find bottom right, goes wide.
All right, AJ's bad at the game again. There's the other bit. There's the sandwich that we were looking for. AJ is bad, and he can't score open nets.
That could be the saving grace. I don't know if they're thinking about it right now. They're just trying to keep this ball out of their net.
Oh.
As Kaka misses the ball, Fiber sends it down. Kaka gets a... and... I'm trying so hard.
I would say it's okay, but it really isn't. Oh! Hey! All right, there you are, CJ. Enjoy your moment.
There we go. It's Kaka this time. Does get the reset on. Great 50 on AJ. They're so awkward in front of net. Reddles pitches straight into Kaka. He makes up for his double with the first goal on the board.
I mean, you know, the second half of this game has belonged to Ground Zero. 1-0 in the last 2 minutes.
It has.
Really, like, I'm trying really hard to find positives. I'm doing good, I feel.
Yeah, you're
I'm
not
trying to be a
making
more
me feel any
positive
better,
person,
though, so
CJ.
you are. You're just optimism, but AJ's full of flip resets right now as Reynolds has sent the ball backwards. I mean, pretty regulation so far. I know that Ground Zero did get the first. They do get the second.
Wait.
Maybe OpTic need to start waking up a little bit. There's still some time.
Through the power of Kaka missing the ball, OpTic have been sent for a loop. And, all right, come on. OC knows some kickoff strats. Let's have a look. What have you got? It's a regular kickoff.
Oh, it's nearly come off, though. Oh, the bump could come through from Kaka, but he couldn't quite get it. Misses the boost as well. Magic Bear is just going to be just one extra for a bit of fun. AJ's cooking, goes low. Kaka helps out. OpTic Gaming going to take the threes. You'd have to say, Shogun, that they will be going for the 2v2 over the ones.
I mean, power play here is to tell AJ that you still don't think he's playing any good.
Oh, that's a strat, actually. If they say, you know what? And they say, AJ,
mate.
let's play. You know, they call him out. They don't just say, we want the ones. They say, AJ, let's go. You know, but they're sort of pointing around at who's doing it, who's hopping in and out.
There's going to be twos. Like, nobody has the galaxy brains that we do, CJ.
Yeah, it looks like twos. Just because Super Locky, he hasn't been playing the twos. It's been Fiber and Kaka, so he's looking a little bit more relaxed. Like, he's chilling for this one and will be watching the guys. Unless Super Locky decides to join in on the 2v2. It's a bit of an interesting thing. It feels like OCE do this Shogun, where if whoever's playing the ones doesn't play the
my
twos,
God, they went for it.
They went for it.
And not only that, AJ has been pulled out of ones.
Wait.
It is Rettles versus Super Lucky.
That is
massive. Huge.
That is now Rettles is a fantastic ones player, but he said it himself. He has AJ, who he backs against anyone in the world, clearly been affected by the first two 1v1s he played yesterday, losing to OSM, losing to Atomic. That he said, I don't want it. Or did Rettles say, I don't want you to have it? That's the question.
Either way, like, it's two massive calls that have just been made. One, that Ground Zero actually called them out on it and said, look, ones is where we've got you beat. All right, well, not right now. And the other part where OpTic have responded to this and said, we're pulling out our talisman.
It's like Super Locky and Ground Zero said, we'll take you in the ones. You can't even beat, you know, you haven't won a single game yet. And OpTic said, fair enough, and we won't be playing it. It's a bit of a, you know, oh, that's a nice little counter from Super Locky. Here we go. I love this matchup for Super Locky just quietly. I know Reddles is a very good ones player in his own right, but he's certainly not top 10. And that's good. That's what he wants.
He's not, let's put it like this, he's not AJ. Like, no, he's not. And that is by no means us having a go, but this has so many implications as well for the rest of the tournament, because it is a long day ahead. If OpTic do win this, like, they'll get called in. I mean, like I said, if they do win this, like, what do they even do in the future?
This is massive for the confidence as well for Super Locky if he can get a win here. That's a fantastic shot. Got the reset, faked it, brought it to the ground, then put it in behind Reddles. I mean, Reddles was just stun-locked in net. Super Lucky showing just confidence early as Reddles goes for the delayed kickoff, but it's terrible as he gets no
He
boost
didn't jump.
and nothing to
He
work
thought the
with.
ball's just going to hit into him and just bounce very nicely. That is certainly not what happened. And, oh, okay. Lucky looks very comfortable. I didn't really have a good sight of where Rettles was, who did well to just hide behind the ball. But yeah, that's a good way to describe how Rettles has been in this 1v1 so far. He looks awkward.
Yeah, he doesn't. Super Lucky looks so confident. I know that, you know, you just look at the mindset. If I'm on the pitch, would I rather play AJ or Reddles? And it's going to be Reddles, surely. As he took that away, he has. He's found the bottom right corner. Super Lucky, as you said, he is looking confident. He's looking locked in.
It looks like he can get those baits on Rettles, where you just convince your opponent, hey, there's a touch here for you. There's a big win here for you. No, actually, I was that split second quicker than you this entire time. And Rettles is taking the bait. He's putting himself in bad positions.
He does get the back corner boost, but Super Lucky in control. Great reset. He does get a block out. If a demo surely comes through, he's going to go for the shot. That would be goal down the other end. Rettles should be able to walk this one in. And does so.
He's got it. He's got those.
That's just one where Super Lucky's got the beat out. I know that Reddles got a touch on it, but if he just finds a bump on Reddles, it's an open net. But he went for the shot, he just got no power, and that means it's just a 2-goal swing.
Oh, now Rettles has got a good kickoff for himself. Let's see what he can cook up on the wall. Tries to just take it down. Lucky trying to use the inside of the goal for the recovery, but he's not quick enough.
Poor clear. It was a poor touch off the backboard. He just took it almost too safe. Didn't get anything on it. Reddles turns, levels it up, and I just feel like Super Lucky should be a couple goals up here. He'll be certainly starting to think about the ones that got away. Reddles growing in confidence and starting to get a couple of kickoff wins.
I like that from Rettles. Didn't commit to ball or boost. He made Super Lucky think about both options. Yeah, now time to play this one back. Rettles is in a lovely position. Although he played that very early on, thought he could stretch out the save. Rettles is playing for the don't lose here. He's not fully committing. He's waiting to see if the mistake happens. Well, now he's playing for the win.
Ooh, yeah, he went for that one. Lucky did grab the 100 boost. Still got a little bit to work with. Reddles probably thinks he's very low, but still has 30 in the tank, and he's done well here. He's giving himself a little bit of space. Reddles does bite on the challenge, so Lockie can grab another 100 boost. That's well played from Lockie, but he needs to make the save, and Reddles has found top corner.
Rettles is doing a phenomenal job of just not committing. He's not playing it too quickly. He knows the 50-50s he can set up, and he's making Lockie make decisions that he doesn't want to.
Started it off as well, where Super Lucky was really bringing the pace, bringing the speed, and it's sort of turned into a bit of now Reddles really controlling that game. As you said, he's playing it really at his own speed. He's slowing it down. He's got the boost control, and Lucky needs to respond now.
Just doesn't commit to anything, does Rettles? Although he's got to avoid getting bumped. They both faked each other out. But again, Rettles is uncommitted. He's relevant to the play at all times. And it's going to be so frustrating. Lucky's got to up the pace here a little bit because this is far too comfortable for Rettles. I think Lucky could do with trying to make this a bit more of a mechanical game. Get the pace up, force the recoveries. And that's not it. The mechanics were far too loose, and a recovery to save the shot.
Yeah, Lucky. That could have been another goal for Reddles. As you said it perfectly, they're just not quite threatening at the moment. Reddles, though, has gone nowhere. He's been completely faked out, but Lucky didn't commit to putting the shot back in. That's a great half-flip challenge backwards. Reddles in trouble. They've locked each other. Lucky's got to go, and does. Still a 1-goal deficit, but there's a lot of time left.
Ooh, just avoid the ceiling. Reset gained, and this time the fake works.
That's disgusting from Lockie. As you said, he had to turn it into a mechanical game, and he did. Took it up high, got the early reset, which just makes Reddles think about things a little bit. And then he chooses to do nothing at all. Fakes it underneath. Tie ball game. Lockie gained a little bit of control just in his past 35 seconds.
It's a decent kickoff for Lucky just to control the ball after the fact. Again, the fake challenge from Rettles. I don't think I've seen him actually commit to any of those. Is that a read that is going to happen, or is it just something that both players are willing to commit to? But here we go again. Rettles, is it the play? Is it the fake? This time it's the outplay.
Yeah, Rettles is in massive trouble. Lockie does the exact same move, same wall, same scenario. Gets the early reset. This time he uses it. Rettles waiting for the fake perhaps, but he just had no momentum back post. Lockie had all the goal to shoot on the left side. And now he gets the lead.
Oh, Lockie doing a great job, and he's followed the ball. So easy to give up on those and just allow the opponent to grab boost and ball. Instead, followed it the entire way. Realize that if Rettles does go for the big shiny thing, he's got him caught.
It was a great play because Rettles had to leave the boost as well. Didn't even grab the mid and just left himself in no man's land. Lockie with a 2-goal lead now. The minute on the clock goes to the fake kickoff, but it's not great. It's just going to roll in.
Oh,
that is
no.
absolute disaster for Super Lockie.
That was hideous. As someone that likes to employ the fake side kickoff in ones, that wasn't great.
Another poor kickoff as well. It's going to roll straight through. Rettles is just going to
Oh,
go. He's missed an open net. Lockie still has a little bit of boost. He's missed the small pad somehow. He's only got 20. That's enough to get it clear. Rettles is going to look to quick turn and pop this one. He's always happy to stay on the ball league. He's a very direct sort of player in the ones. Always looking to turn straight towards net. Lockie does grab the 100. Gets the 50 to boot as well. Rettles tries to find the angle. That's a fantastic shot. 6-6.
Phenomenal recovery off the challenge. Look at that, lands brilliantly, and he couldn't have asked for it to set up any nicer for him. 2 goals down, Rettles does not care. And now with 30 seconds on the clock, Lockie has got to come through clutch, and he's in a really rough spot now.
Now it's all about the kickoffs, and Rettles takes the win there. Gets the lead. He was 2 goals down, and so quickly has turned that around. Only 30 seconds of game time between 3 goals for Rettles. He gets the lead now, 27-second showdown. All about this kickoff for Lockie.
Yeah, ground zero need him to come through clutch. He tried to delay his kickoff. Rettles goes straight through. One more goal might finish this. Goes for the challenge instead, and now this is playable.
Much boost though, he has to go the early flick. Yeah, he's just looking to grab 100. He wants one last attack, and he should be able to get it here. That's a great challenge though from Rettles. Grabs a mid boost as well. Demo, that's just icing the game out. Puts it away. A great decision for Rettles to take the 1v1. Releases the pressure off AJ. OpTic will be 2-0 in the lower bracket.
Yeah, if there's any chance here, Lucky's got to basically score off the kickoff, not win the kickoff and then score. He's got to score off the kickoff. So if Rettles, as much as makes contact, one, and out time. So Rettles picks up the gauntlet and is happy to take the win. AJ pulled off 1v1 duty, at least for this series. And if OpTic do win this, I think I know where one of my interview questions is going to go.
Yeah, it'll be who made that decision, but it certainly paid off. Rettles had the ice late, but Super Lockie really looked like, I guess, the better individual, I guess, mechanical player, but Rettles just had the smarts in the end, and to be honest, he won that just with 1v1 experience. He knew where to be, he knew when to challenge, when to slow the game down, and Super Lockie just had a couple of 2-goal swings where he committed too hard for a shot, didn't quite land it, and went straight down the other end. A lot of open nets for Rettles, whereas, you know, Lockie had to work for his goals off the air dribble, but, you know, if you can't stop those easy ones, you're going to lose those ones.
Yeah, I feel like that was a really good 1v1 game, showing off 2 completely different styles of playing it, because every single time Super Lockie managed to get a more, shall we say, mechanical game going on, when the pace was up, when he could force the decision making between, is this a fake or is this a play, he was doing very well. When Rettles got the game slowed down and it was about those little moments, who can recover quicker off a challenge, that is when Rettles had more success.
Yeah, and Reddles was so much better as well. Just the boost conservation and just knowing where to be at the right time. Obviously, both players made some mistakes along the way, but just that last minute showed that Reddles had the ice and he had the 1v1 experience when it counts, when the pressure's really on. But we will be getting back into the 3v3 right now.
Yep, so Ground Zero have to win this, win a 2s game, and then win another 3s game. Otherwise, OpTic will move on to take on either the Gaming Gladiators or Team Vitality in the next round of the lower bracket. And AJ is now back on the field. He's a little bit of time just to relax, watch his teammate go and get the win. That must have been quite a nice feeling, actually, just to see someone else do that work.
Yeah, he's certainly, I guess you could say he's got that confidence in his teammates, but certainly, there's question marks still on whether AJ is locked into those ones yet, as he hasn't quite got the dub. But maybe Reddles is the main man from now on. We'll have to find out later. But for now, could this be the 3-0? Could this be the sweep? Is this going to be Ground Zero's last game here at Gamers8? They've only had one win so far, one individual game win, and that was in the 3s against Oxygen.
Yep, and one other OCE player is currently on the field over on the A stream, Kami for Elevate, as AJ does put in the first goal over here. Elevate are 2-0 down in the series, but 2-0 up in game 3.
There's a bit of life yet left in Elevate, perhaps. But OpTic getting the first goal on the board here, and has to be danger signs now. The flashing red lights over on Ground Zero's camp. As I said, this is a lower bracket. No more lives left, and OpTic are in the driver's seat.
Oh, and that miss is not going to really help them with that. Fiber's been relatively quiet throughout this series, but I feel like that's pretty fine. It's Kaka that I'm really interested in this game, because he was making a lot of mistakes. There was a fair few whiffs in game number 1. I want to see him keeping it pretty much on the down low, as he almost managed to hit Rettles, but Rettles pretty privy to the bump.
Yeah, Kaka's just such a fast player, and it can work out for his advantage or disadvantages. Well, that was very awkward there. Here he is on the ball. He's always going at supersonic, and if he's on, if his mechanics are on, he looks so good. But, you know, we saw the other side of things in that first game where he just had a couple of mistakes and came back to bite him.
Now looking for the passing play. Actually, Sabalaki takes the control. He's past 1. Almost managed to get it past 2, but Magic Bear had him covered. Fiber faking out the aerial, instead takes it low, then back high. Now on the reset off the wall. And Rettles got to keep this close because the challenge was impending.
Yeah, Kaka's right there and still on the ball again. Super Lucky, what can he do? Gets a low 50. Fiber trying to challenge this one off the wall. Does get the touch across. Magic Bear awkward, but still recovers to get the second touch. As now Super Lucky tries to make it work. There's only half a game left, perhaps 2 minutes 20 of Ground Zero's lives in this Gamers8 tournament. The second rendition, but so far they just can't find a way through this OpTic defense. They've certainly built the green wall that's very orange on this pitch, strangely. It's Ground Zero, another team in green, trying to get their first win.
Now Rettles, did he get the reset? He's gonna take on Lucky one more time in midair. Now Kaka calls for it. First touch, second touch, he looks to go the whole way. He's out boosted long last. AJ very comfortable with the gather. Now looking towards backboard, well met. But Ground Zero have not put together any real goal-scoring opportunities. They've seen the orange side of the field, haven't created much, and they are running out of time.
Yeah, they saw the orange side, but they found that green wall pretty quick, and just not much happening at the moment. They're getting these touches, but they're beating Zero plays of the ball. That's a great demo. The first time we've seen a little bit of action, but not quite across. Fiber with a great chance here off the backboard. Surely, is there going to be a shot through? Great save, Magic there. Reddles throws himself as well. OpTic, they're getting demoed. They're low on boost. They've got very low boost. AJ just collecting 100. Now they've picked a few up. But there's still no way through for Ground Zero. More demos, more pressure coming through. There's less than a minute left. They have to get a goal. They'll be going home.
And there's no boost over there for Fiber. Off the backboard, the shot has nothing on it. Rettles could control the ball. 40 seconds for the air dribble. Bump on Magic Bear, and AJ's got it covered. That was the best chance Ground Zero have had.
Yeah, they're getting more desperate, which means they're finally showing some bumps and a little bit more presence around Super Lucky. No boost, has to throw it forward. Rettles has pre-jumped and found Magic Bear as well. Absolutely ridiculous. AJ, is he going to call game 5? But gets a huge touch. He almost sold that game, but here we go again. 13 seconds on the clock, perhaps one attack left. Where is Ground Zero? They're in shambles, they're in defense. They need to be in offense. Fiverr has to go to work, goes low. AJ's there. Is this it for Ground Zero? Will they be going home? You betcha. Magic Bear on 0 gets the second. OpTic sweep Ground Zero.
And they've done it in incredibly convincing fashion. There will be questions about how this team is going to play out the rest of the tournament. But in this series, all they had were answers. Ground Zero are eliminated.